So do you want to introduce yourself and then I'll introduce myself,
Sure.
or do you want me to start while you're recording it? So I guess you should start.
I guess so. Okay. Well, greetings all. This is DZi Darth Zeratul, elongated, I guess, technically.
If I what?
Go ahead.
Uh,
Professionals. We are
no,
professionals
we
here.
aren't. We are not professionals. Anything either. My name is Boss Sir Kirby One, and this, I guess, is a podcast.
Yeah, some sort of podcast. The only name I could think of was the DZ and Kirby show. The DZ
We'll work
and
on it
Sir
later.
Kirby show. Yeah, so it's going to be uploaded something along those lines. Yeah.
Possibly by the time you're hearing this.
Yeah, we'll probably figure out a name by the time this is uploaded. So, who knows? But anyway, we're wanting to make a podcast here. Just we spend hours together on Skype, just chatting about nothing. So why not put that in podcast form?
Random shit.
Random shit, very random shit, as you will come to see. This will be a tour de force, I believe the term is. I don't know.
I have no idea either.
So anyway, for this one here, I want to give a little bit background on myself. For any of those who haven't seen the rest of my content, this will be on my channel. I don't think I'm going to make a specific channel for it, at least not yet. I am live in Arizona, specifically the southern portion of Phoenix. I don't know if it's relevant, but 24, right? Yeah, sure. Let's go with 24. I have been trying to do YouTube in various fashions since 2011, I believe it was the first video that went up. Gotten about 300. I think I just checked today, and about 340 subscribers. I enjoy it. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it getting to be not necessarily a career, but
Career, he says.
not looking for that. I'm mainly looking for it to be, if I can bring the main motto that I've used up until this point, at least I'm trying to continue to use, is making everybody laugh one video at a time. Just that's my main thing for it. Is I do like making people laugh, as Kirby can attest to. And that's my main point for it. I'm looking at my Skype camera, like I'm actually like someone's looking at me, and
That's dirty.
Hello.
You getting into that mic, are you? It was like, yeah, you know, that Skype camera there will tell you.
Hello. Anyway,
Make sure you do dinner first.
so just trying to do that. I pretty much have a video go up every day on my channel. If you haven't seen that already, that's what I do. Little bits and pieces, single player, multiplayer, mainly with Kirby here, since he's the only person who's on constantly, such as pointing squarely at Mike and Infamous.
Infamous
yeah.
is never on. It doesn't matter anymore.
Infamous is never on.
He's
It's not even like on and not in a way. He's just not on.
Yeah.
Yeah, been doing that, and yeah. For intros, I guess that's enough for me. Go ahead, Kirby, if you want to give them any tidbits about your wonderful life over there.
My awesome life of sitting around live streaming at twitch.tv Bossy Sir Kirby 1. I do live stream, trying to make it professional. I like to play everything. I do play a lot of random games. I live here in Phoenix, Arizona as well. It's hot. It's nice out. There's a many variety of games. I play everything to random indie games to multiplayer with Zeratul here. The majority of what I could say about me, I like to have fun. Simple as that. I guess that'll be all I'll leave you with.
Yeah. So, a little bit of background. I wanted to say for me here, my first console was a PlayStation 1. I'm that young that I didn't have an NES and N64 and things like that. I eventually got an N64. But my first game on the PlayStation 1 was Twisted Metal 3 I know a lot of people probably gasp when I say that and say, "How dare you start at such a?" I'm so sorry that you had to start with such a piece of shit. I liked it. I still have. I had a copy up until a year ago. It's a long story.
Box laminated.
It's a shrink wrap to hanging on the wall, bulletproof glass around it. That was my first game. I had Crash Bandicoot. Love those games. I think I've actually. What do they have after that? I had a lot of PlayStation 1 games.
Ace Combat 10.
No, I never had any Ace Combats for the PlayStation 1. The console I had after that, I believe, was for briefly an N64, just playing Pod Racer.
Pod Racer.
Yeah.
You call me buy, why you don't buy? Nobody ever buys.
Nobody ever buys.
That was like the most memorable character from that game. You come in, you try to buy some parts to upgrade your Pod Racer. And
Nobody buys. Why nobody?
Yeah, he would yell at you.
I love
like,
Watto.
Why you no buy? Nobody ever buys. And you're like,
I love him.
You wonder why, huh?
You're a blue flying little bastard.
You freak people out. You're sitting there doing stuff randomly.
Just walk in, it's like, nope. Mm-mm. Let's see. A little bit of Super Mario 3D. I remember playing the first level. I don't remember anything else after that. I think it was too hard for me. Super Smash Brothers. Fuck yeah. Love that game. Played that game a lot, trying to unlock Goku.
Goku?
Yeah. My friends told me that
Super
Goku was in. Yeah.
Goku
My friends told me Goku was in
there.
there. They told me he was, and I'm like, oh, sweet. And then like Mobile Suit Gundam, all that kind of shit.
And then you realize Goku was never actually there. So
yeah, and then I was upset.
He tries to this day to try to get it.
I'm still trying.
Sad choice.
After that, I had a GameCube. That was where I really got into the games. First game bought with that was, I think it was actually Luigi's Mansion. I didn't get it as a launch. I think I got it a few months after it launched, but that was really the main game that I got for it. That was fun. I like Luigi's Mansion. Then Super Smash Brothers Melee. Yes, thank you. I think I actually played Resident Evil 4 when it originally came out on the GameCube, and it was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Sleeper 4.
Resident Sleeper 4. What?
Never mind. Never mind.
So, a lot of Kirby's Air Rider. Heyo.
Yeah. Better played Kirby's Air Rider. That was the best goddamn game for racing ever.
No.
No. So you don't know.
No.
Racing.
No.
You don't
no.
know racing. Then.
No. And
so I have to deal with.
Star Fox, that weird one that they made at a platformer.
Oh,
that was on there.
Terrible.
That was horrible. It was so bad.
It was fun though.
I played the first, I think, 2 levels, and I got stuck and never played it again.
Wow, I beat that game.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Pikmin.
It was fun.
The first Pikmin I did not like. I liked the gameplay, didn't like the 30-day time limit. That was dumb. Pikmin 2 for that when that came out. Loved it. Much love. After that, I finally was able to get a PS2. Yes. PS2. Those were good years. Those were good years. It actually was a while after I bought that that I played Ace Combat 5, my favorite game of all time. Let's see. GTA Vice City was the first one I played on it. I have that entire soundtrack almost memorized for the 98 9, the one by the weird French guy, Spanish guy, English. Well, I don't know. That guy that
naming races until you figure it out.
Naming races until it's in there. So yeah, that was fun. What else was after that? I don't remember too many. The whole controversy with that was great. The whole controversy with Twisted Metal Black, the first game that I played after Twisted Metal 3, the first game ever. That took my mom's a lot of convincing to play that. That was fun. I had to convince her, like, explicitly say, okay, well, let's sit down and talk about this and figure out when I can get this. And that was after I had already played Vice City.
That reminds me of the kids that go up to like GameStop and say, "Hey, Mom, buy Call of Duty Ghost for me." even though it's rated M, but it really should be T.
Yeah.
Like,
I think Halo should be rated T all the way through. Because, yeah, it's got blood, that's it.
it was
Nothing else.
originally was rated T.
I know, but they changed it because it had blood.
Yeah, it did.
Because they're dumb. And then PS2 for the longest time, and then finally Xbox 360. Played a lot of Modern Warfare 2. Little bits and pieces of that over the years. Halo 3, favorite Halo of all the series. That was fun. And then that's pretty much what I have now until 2011 was actually when I built my first gaming PC and I started becoming a gaming PC person. And the consoles kind of fell by the wayside because I can't record them and do the whole YouTube, Twitch thing. At least now you can, but it's a lot harder back then. But that's the current state of me. My favorite game is Combat 5. Second favorite, Fallout 3. Third, I think I'm going to go with Halo 3. Probably.
A lot of favorites.
Yeah, I like favorites.
I like series. I don't have individual. I don't have individual favorites. I have series.
What are your favorite series?
My favorite series: 1, Kirby. Obviously. 2.
No.
2.
Don't get to pick that.
No, I don't get to pick that. 2 would be Metal Gear Solid. The cutscenes. We're too long on that though. That's the only problem with it. And 3 would have to be probably BioShock.
Really?
Yeah. I liked the story. I did. I really did. It was very intriguing, and I liked the artwork, like the design of it. It was almost, it was the underwater version of a steampunk game.
Ugh.
That's probably why I liked it more than most people.
I know we're about 12 minutes in, and I'm going to lose all of our potential audience immediately. I did not like BioShock 1. Did not like that. BioShock 2, I thought was very good. A lot of people didn't like that, but I liked it. BioShock Infinite, I thought gameplay-wise was amazing. A lot of fun gameplay. The story was utter garbage. But that's a discussion for another day. Because that's a long discussion, and I don't want to get into that right now. Especially because Kirby just finished playing it, and he's all giddy on BioShock, apparently.
I'm happy with it, man. Look at it.
It's dumb. So we just diving right into it here. Next thing on my little list, little notepad of shit. Want to talk about it because it's fresh in our minds was Arma 3. We just finished playing that. I finished playing that for the first time just a few minutes before we started this. And I thought it was okay. I can see the appeal. It's a very nice, realistic looking game. I played a little bit of... I didn't play Arma 2, but I played DayZ when it was the Arma 2 mod version. And it's very similar, obviously. So I kind of knew what to expect in that regard, but this one looks a lot better. Feels a lot tighter.
I liked it. It's supposed to be though like a simulator, a military simulator.
Yeah.
So it's gonna feel rugged. It's gonna feel real rugged. Like, you know, it's not gonna be smooth. There's so much particles in that though. It's not purely optimized with how much destruction can be put into the game, which kind of makes it feel a little jaggedy.
We weren't in there very long for me to experience this, but do you know if the buildings can be exploded? Or
most of them can be destroyed. They turn into that. You remember that rubble we were running into?
Yeah. Was that
they turn into that. Basically.
Oh, okay.
All of them.
Okay, that's cool. So it's got something.
And then if you're in it, it does hurt. It does possibly kill you like a falling.
That makes me think of. Did you ever play the original Mercenaries?
Yes.
Oh, love that game. Love the first one. The second one I was a little bored with.
I like the second one too. I liked both of them. So
I liked the first one. The only thing I did not, the only thing I did not like about the first one was the engine sounds. If you get up to like 5th gear and you can't go any faster, it just does the constant, it's like I'm trying to go faster, faster, you little piece of shit.
Noise.
Yeah, that was dumb.
That got really annoying. I could see that.
Yeah, but everything else about that game was so much fun.
The only problem I had with Mercenaries 2 is I had bought it for PS2.
Oh,
at the time when it came out for Xbox 360. So everybody kept talking about how cool online was, and I'm stuck here trying to play on PS2.
And you're like, can I get an online adapter for my PS2?
I didn't even try that. At that point, I quit that. Or I beat the game, and then I threw in a wireless controller and watched movies.
I don't think I ever completed Mercenaries 2. I got fed up with it or something like that. I got it for the Xbox 360.
Nearing the end, it gets fun because you just get blow up stuff. Like everything just is blow upable. I don't know why, but they just, you know what? We worked so hard on this town, just blow it up. Just blow it up.
Just blow it up. Come on.
Just blow it up.
Just
blow
it. Come on.
But that's what made those games so much worth of the game because they would make you want something at the end.
Yeah, I miss games that did that.
Now games are kind of given to you.
Yeah. The one thing that I liked, apparently this is in some other game that I saw on Steam for the summer sale, but there's at the end of Modern Warfare 2, where all the credits are taking place in that museum of all the cutscenes.
Cool...
I loved that. That was so awesome.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool place because you could like hit the button, everybody would come alive, and you could
and you could kill them
with the random weapons that were there.
And then you could activate everyone, and then the juggernauts start coming after you.
They would just grab rockets and just hammered that hallway.
So bad.
It was fun though. But then there's games like that, and then there's games nowadays that kind of give you everything you need. That kind of make the pay-to-play era.
Yeah.
Is really what's declining.
Yeah.
The industry of games right now.
I think the quality of the games is what's declining. The industry itself is fine, but it's the quality that they've put into it. I've played a lot of Star Trek Online. There I go, looking at the camera again. I played a lot of Star Trek Online, which when I first started playing it was a fee for $15 a month. It was, I think, maybe a few months after that or something that it went free to play. But that one had a lot of quality in it, but it was making it look like a pretty game and making the controls okay. There wasn't any end game objectives at that time. There wasn't any exceptional prizes for getting things. Now they've added a lot of shit to it.
Can you get Spock?
A lot of no, not Spock. I don't think I don't know if you rock into it. He narrates when you go to a new sector. He narrates it.
Does he?
He's like, "Oh, this sector."
So does he like in the newer movies where he's talking to himself, but he can't tell him about himself?
No, this is still the real the original universe.
Oh, okay.
It's set in the year 2408, something like that, where Voyager was set in 2370, something like that.
Jeez.
2375, something along those lines. So it's 30 years after all that. That gave them time enough to do things their own way, which the story that they made was okay. Didn't like how it played out for me personally, but that's just me. But now that it's gone free to play, it's one of the few games, because it was originally paid for, that you can tell that there is some effort into it, because it was everything, all the basics of when it was paid is still there. Everything looks amazing. The game controls, now that they've added some end game bonuses and some multiplayer stuff to it, it really shines through. But other games like I'm trying to think of a free to play one.
TF2.
No, TF2 was good.
TF2 originally, though. Yeah, I mean, it was...
TF2 originally
was
you
paid.
had to pay for, and that was good, because that was like, what, $10, $15?
It was $20 to buy it, and you would get, you could do so much stuff. I mean, they had everything you could do already that's in there now. But now look at the company that...
It's just...
Or, look at the game.
What's with the hats? I don't understand the hats.
It's just hats, man. You
pay money to buy hats?
You trade.
Really?
Yeah, hats are what the game's pretty much about at this point, because everybody can get items for free. Yeah. And at one point, if you play the free-to-play now, you can actually get those hats without even trying. Like, when you have the membership, you get... You don't get hats very often. You don't get items very often. You get the drop, 10 drops a week now. But when you do when you're a non-member, you get 10 drops, but they're like really good, but you can't trade them because you're not paid yet. You're not paid to win.
Derp. Basically, they think
Yeah.
you're derp face for not paying
They
them
think-
money. Give them money.
Yeah,
Pay,
And,
pay
I
Gabe
mean-
Newell to make Half-Life 3.
that, and then I don't know another game. There was one game what was it called?
I'm trying to think the other free-to-play games. What was it? Ah, Christ.
I can name, what was it called? Hold on, I'm falling over right now.
What was the... Oh, I know. Plants vs. Zombies 2.
There you go.
Plants vs. Zombies 2. It
The first-
gave you what you wanted, but not everything that you wanted. It gave you another game with a little bit different art style. Well, a pretty different art style. But it didn't give you anywhere near the number of plants, and all your favorite plants you had to physically buy. And then there's all this system of where you can actually interact with the game, and that's all pay, but you don't have to. And just the quality of the game, I really did suffer for me. I loved the first one. I loved it. I've played through
it's
that
fun.
so many times.
It's amazing.
I've even done streams where that's the only thing I streamed and just relaxed and enjoyed it. One, it's not on PC yet. Two, it's just utter. I don't want to play it now. I don't feel like I'm going to accomplish anything by going through it, and getting, you can't get the freeze, the freeze pea shooter.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones you have to buy. Same thing with the little guy that squashes them.
Oh, that's disappointing.
That was really disappointing. I was hoping that the new one, Garden Warfare, was going to be free to play, because that at least would be a new kind of game.
I believe it's not going to be free to play. It's going to be
No, it's not free to play.
It's like $10, isn't it?
No, it's 30 or 40.
Really?
Yeah, on Origin at least. I don't know how much it is on the consoles, but yeah,
Probably,
that's the whole reason I
probably
wasn't.
40 as well.
Yeah,
Straight up game.
yeah. So I just I have played League of Legends. That one, I understand the appeal of competitiveness for it, because every time you play, you reset basically. But it's too much clicking.
I feel like the hype for that game was way too much than it
Yeah.
needed to be.
Yeah,
And
it was way too much.
It was kind of like one of those boulders you push up the hills and it pushes it right down. It
And you
builds.
push down, the other side of the hill that you went up for like
Yeah.
10
You
minutes.
push it up there. That was the hype.
And
And
then
then the hype ball just kept,
it's like,
it got on a muddy side and just kept building and building. That's the hype ball.
yeah.
Just went with it. And
It was just meh.
I believe that's what happened with League. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think it's a bad game, but I don't think it deserves as much hype as it got.
Yeah, I don't feel it deserves a ginormous
Viewer base.
competitive side, and with cash prizes of tournaments of $100,000 for it. I'm like,
The
come on.
biggest tournament is $5 million.
That's right,
$5
remember
million.
and it's still going up.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's each player gets $1 million just to play this game that's free.
Yeah, I'm like,
When
come on.
when you see people like StarCraft that work a day in and day out trying to be really good,
yeah, that requires a lot of strategy. That requires a lot of strategy.
That comes down to only like a 2,500, or 25,000,
Well.
prize pool at the end of all your hard work.
Well, there is also South Korean money, so who knows what the adjustment rate is? But
Not for the.
oh no,
biggest
for
one.
the
The biggest
English
one
version.
is the 250,000, the prize one. That one is like pure English money, so or like American money.
Crazy.
So
When it comes, I don't know. I get annoyed with competition ones only because a lot of the time it's League or something to that effect, where it's dumb luck and not personally. This is me personally. I'm not saying anyone who's a League competitive
Enthusiast.
player. Cool. Yeah, go enjoy. For me, I found no entertainment playing it. I found no entertainment playing it. I don't see the competitive side of it. I just I clicked buttons. I tried to kill a guy and he killed me. I know that's describing every video game ever made, but I found it very boring having to do that same exact thing
Pac-Man
over time.
to a degree, that's almost Pac-Man.
Well, Pac-Man, yeah, that Pac-Man did require a lot of luck, but you also had to know things and such.
I could say that. Yeah. Could definitely say that.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the guy that played WoW? That stayed in the spawn and got to level 90, like max cap in the spawn starting area.
And then he played the game.
No, he just stayed in the
Oh.
spawn. He can't leave the spawn. He just sat there day in and day out playing World of Warcraft
Wow.
to get to level 90 in the spawn area.
Why?
Goal, I guess. I don't know.
Cause
It was very different though, because like you think of you play an MMO and you're like, oh yeah, I can go out and now I can go level up. I don't have to sit here and get 1,000,000 experience. I can get like 100 every time I kill someone. So it cuts it down by a lot.
it's dumb.
Versus the guy sitting at spawn getting 1 XP every time he clicks something. I'm sure
Was that before or after the South Park episode?
that was way before. After that was like 2 days ago. It happened.
Okay.
It was real recent.
So he just stole it from South Park.
Yeah, pretty much did the whole sit every day, kill a boar for 1 XP for, till they're all level 50. And then they gave him the Sword of Truth and he went and killed everybody.
Nice. I tried. I think this was before I knew you, Kirby. But I tried when they did the beginning of the first like 5 levels or something like that free. I tried to play World of Warcraft and I hated it.
I got to level 40.
I hated that game
And then I was
so much. I think the main thing is that I was coming from not a modern, but a more newer MMO as Star Trek Online, where my ship would automatically detect something and then shoot at it. Where in
versus clicking.
World of Warcraft, I would have to go up to the guy, I'd have to click on the guy, and then I'd have to tell my guy to start fighting him.
Yeah.
When I'm like, no. I want a gun from far away, automatically to pick on the guy and shoot him. So that's where it lost me. I tried to play it, and I'm just like, no.
Nah.
Nah.
I'd just say that
None of that.
if you put your time in certain games, I guess like that, I guess it gets entertaining. Because I've heard the quest stories for some games like that are pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
And the reward, I guess, being that it's been around for 15 years.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Actually, I think it's longer than 15.
No. Not World of Warcraft.
Yeah. No, World of
No.
Warcraft's been here 10 years. That's what it is.
Yeah, 10 years. Okay, that makes more sense. Don't
No.
you scare me about 1999.
Counter-Strike happened
Counter-Strike's been here
15 years ago.
Yeah. Counter-Strike's old. I never played it on
that's
the
crazy.
Gold Source.
That's
The
crazy,
Gold
though.
Engine.
You think about that. A
Not
game
really.
that people play daily,
I've seen footage of the original Half-Life. I
That
can
looks
believe it.
fun.
Ugh.
The original Half-Life's fun.
I never played the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
You should play it on Synergy if you ever have it one day.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were going to do that.
Uh,
I don't even know if I own it.
Stuff like that.
I don't even know if
different
I own
games.
the stuff for it. But anyway, the next subject I just wanted to touch up on here, just because I saw it today. This is absolutely no way a segue. It's a completely different topic than what we're talking about. The next Marvel movie that they're trying to make, they quoted someone saying that they've done the normal superhero Spider-Man, the billionaire superhero Iron Man, and the
Superpower.
the galactic. I think they specifically said the galactic superheroes, which I'm assuming is the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Or Thor.
Or Thor.
I think it's coming to Thor
kind
because
of.
they haven't released Guardians of the Galaxy
Kind of.
technically to theaters. So I would think if the
so-
story is based on it, I think it'd be Thor.
Yeah, a little bit there. I'm sorry, just a second here.
And we've lost him. Just kidding.
All right, and so yeah, we were
Marvel, Space, Thor.
lightning. The next character that they actually are going to try and head for is the magical side. It's the one section they haven't covered of the Marvel universe for the movies.
So they're gonna try to play for that.
Oh yeah,
What's it gonna play?
the character they're going to try and do it. At least that's what the main head honcho at Marvel said was Doctor Strange.
It's cool.
And I don't like Doctor Strange.
I know you don't. But someone can see that.
So I'm gonna go see that. What's she doing?
Great.
So depending upon how they make the character, my first interaction with Doctor Strange was the straight to DVD movie, and with the bad guy with his nose all straight up, and you can look right up his nose. It looked like the dumbest thing ever, and so I'm just like, yeah, I don't care about Doctor Strange.
Sounds like you had a bad experience.
Bad experiences. You know it.
Now, would you like to show on the doll where it touched you?
Nope.
Couldn't even get that one out without burping.
Nope.
Nope. All right.
Speaking of Doctor Strange and Marvel, I actually don't know if I've ever asked you this question, so podcast exclusive here. Do you have a preference of Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like they have more fun. Like, DC's cool, don't get me wrong. I love Superman, I love Wonder Woman, I love all those characters. But the fact being is they're super serious with it. Like, their movies have so much seriousness to it. I mean, you go over to Marvel and you see Deadpool, like, you don't think serious at all. You think pineapples, which are grenades in his part terms. But I mean, you look at it, you're like thinking, why is DC so serious, man? It shouldn't be. Superman does not have to be so serious. He can, go freaking melt a lake, make a hot tub once in a while, chillax a little bit, But no, you see.
Well, the main thing is that at least that I've figured out here when they did a documentary between the two. Marvel was created and mainly the characters are of people, like actual people who like Peter Parker, the Fantastic Four, thing like that. What?
Side note: Hulk.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
Yeah, but they were made from people, as in they were regular people living their lives. So suddenly they have powers.
Yeah.
And they're like normal.
An
like
accent or something. Yeah.
So the majority of DC people are either aliens with enormous powers, aka Superman, or something to that effect. They're all people
Amazonian of awesomeness. Wonder Woman.
Yeah, and they're all aliens. They're all people who have ginormous powers and the responsibility that comes with that. Superman can easily destroy the Earth in like a single thought kind of deal. Where it's going to take a bit for the Marvel people to do so. The level of city, sure.
Is it Galactus? Marvel,
yeah.
Yeah, you could just eat the planet.
Yeah, I'm talking about the heroes. The heroes, Superman has the ability to. You can go
anybody can be a hero. Just give him the choice.
Yeah. So that's the only thing. I personally I like DC more because the characters are more thorough. It's more of a I don't know anything about the specific for the comic book version of Iron Man. I know it's similar to what happened in the first movie, but after that, you got me.
It just took Whiplash. The way they try to do Whiplash, and I think what was it, the second one?
Yeah.
I did not like how they did it. Like they tried pretty well, but it wasn't enough. Like the way they made him just kind of.
I liked it. I thought it was entertaining.
I loved it.
Not coming from a comic book person standpoint, since I don't know anything about Iron Man. When you ask me about Batman, I can pretty much go through his entire history, even to his old age and Batman Beyond. So it's a lot more in depth with the characters that I feel. I personally haven't investigated Marvel more too much other than Deadpool. I love Deadpool. Deadpool's awesome. Doing a playthrough of him right now, but that's my main thing about it, because all of DC feels like it's tied together with all the bad guys fighting everybody. Because I actually saw, the Deadshot. I'm watching that show Arrow. Deadshot's on it.
Yeah.
Deadshot's on it, but I think Deadshot was a Batman character, and now he's fighting everybody. Kind of deal.
Everybody.
He's going after everybody. Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, all that shit. And
in the club
with Marvel, I think it's Venom going against Spider-Man. There hasn't.
That's about the most stereotypical.
I know. But I'm just saying that's
straight
what I feel.
away.
It's I don't there's not Sandman going after somebody else.
Yeah.
You know, it's not War Machine going after Thor. You know, things like that. It's
That'd be kind of cool. I'm gonna say that'd be pretty
I'm
awesome.
say that right now. Just saying that for the official record. Marvel, please make that happen. Thank you.
War Machine versus Thor. I'd watch.
Dude, go now.
Yeah.
Start pre-production.
That would be the day. That'd be the day Marvel listened to their fans more.
Do you know how many amazing things would happen on that day?
A lot of awesome movies would be made.
A lot of awesome movies would be made. They would make so much money with that.
I just ran over my foot.
What are you doing moving your chair while we make the podcast?
I'm trying to get my robe off my chair. It's just derping. Oh well, everything's on it. I'm done. I give up.
Drop the mic. Walk out.
Just drop mic. Exit left. I'm done.
Let's see. What was it that I was going to ask? I'm running out of topics. Shit.
Talk about something recent, I guess. I don't know.
Doctor Strange was recent. It was
I guess
just announced like 2 days ago. Wow.
What do you think of all the simulator games that are out? And what do you think goes through people's mind when they make those kind of games?
That's a tough question because, you know, you have the ones like Goat Simulator where we all know that was 100% fake.
Just fun.
They're like, why the fuck not? Come on, let's do it.
Let's just do it.
Let's just do it.
But there's something that's going to probably become even a Steam game as we speak called Rock Simulator.
Oh, is it like Goat Simulator where it's just for fun? Or
I don't even know. What I've read is it's pretty much a rock. Can't stop the rock.
Oh, please have a Spin Tires trailer for it.
Oh God.
Oh,
you just see this rock just drop into spawn. Just...
And then it's got like a scenery, a really beautiful scenery, and then it does the drop the bass, and then that's of the rock falling in. And then it hits the ground. It does the. It
just shockwaves the ground. Just.
And then and then epic camera pans around it while it sits there.
That would be so weird.
Oh God, I would love that. If they make that trailer, I'm gonna buy the game.
Tempted to see if that actually exists.
That would be great.
Because I know of Rock Simulators being greenlit right now on Steam,
right.
Which is like interesting.
But that also brings it back to some of the other simulators that are out there are
Farming Simulator.
Farming Simulator I just saw a Let's Play of. I didn't see anything else about it.
What do you think of it?
That one, I say blah. I don't think that should have been made. I don't see the appeal. When it comes to things like vehicle simulators like
Euro Truck Simulator.
Yeah, Euro Truck Simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator X, Train Simulator. All those kinds of things where it's specifically about something that is not an ordinary everyday kind of deal. It's a much more interesting thing when they go into the very nitty gritty about those. The Train Simulator one, I think they could have done a little bit more to make it. You know, Euro Truck Simulator is amazing. You know, detailed. You can touch buttons in the cabin. It's very pretty looking. Same thing with Microsoft Simulator X. Train Simulator looks like garbage. It looks like it was made for a Windows XP computer. And it was just dumb.
So my computer? It's good.
Hey, your computer is probably better than mine. Actually, it is better than mine.
I would know comparison wise.
I'm pretty sure it is because one, you have dual fire graphics cards.
Dual crossfires.
Crossfire shit, and you probably have a newer processor than I do. You know, I know that you have a much better case. My case has one.
Great.
Oh, well, okay.
It's
Does it have
nice.
more than one fan?
Yes.
Yes, it's better than mine.
You're making me feel like the guy that has all the money.
Well, you kind of did.
I had it.
You had it.
Threw it out the window.
Like Bruce Wayne had the money.
Had the time.
Had the money.
Of my life. And I owe it all. I don't know why that came into mind, but it did. Because that's what happens.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's a simulator, but Spin Tires
That's more of one of those physics.
It's a physics simulator. It's like that BeamNG Drive that I showed you, or the next car game.
The next car game that went on sale and it was only like $17. I was so disappointed.
Yeah, I hate when they're like, oh look, it's on the front page, it's on the major sale, give me money. Oh,
but it's like
15% off.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's pretty.
What are you doing with your life?
There's. What was I gonna say?
What are you gonna
I
say?
don't remember. Continue with you, whatever you're saying, because I can't remember it now.
For anyone who is watching that does not know, go right now onto Steam and look at the trailer for Spin Tires. That will be the highlight of your evening.
Spin Tires is the greatest trailer to the most unhyped game I've ever seen.
It's so bad.
I wouldn't even say it's bad. It's just like underhyped.
Well, no, it's trying to overhype a very basic simulator. It's like if they just showed the goat simulator, eating grass, and then had the dubstep going on in the background with crazy angles. It's really you need that much of an epic score to show driving through mud. Really,
I would have to say yes. Sometimes there's a point where dubstep can just make anything better.
This is true. Dubstep can make
Spin Tires is quite not much better. It's good. It's a good song.
I actually don't think that song is anywhere in the actual game.
No,
I think there's zero music.
Trailer.
There's somewhat zero music throughout that entire game, if memory serves. Why would they do that? Let's see. Oh, have you ever played a not tabletop game, like a Dungeons and Dragons kind of game?
I played D&D itself at one point in my life. Yeah.
You played it? Did you play it once and then say eh? Or...
I played it for I want to say my 7th grade year of high school. Like, because the guy that ran it, like, that had the cool book of Magica and whatnot going on here, would only show up like once a week,
right,
to school. So you don't have this he would have this book and he would just do that. Like, that's his thing. Like, I'm gonna go to middle school, come to school for a day, and just play D&D. Right. What I could do at home already. You know, why even come? But anyways. Yeah, so I spent, quite a while doing it. Turned out it was not my thing. I was bad or something at it. I died pretty often. People had to go get things for me and stuff. So, of course. Yeah. But yeah, I played it. How about you? Did you play it at all?
I did not play. I did not play D&D. I played a game. I can't remember what the fuck it's called. It's basically the superhero version. It's not based off of a specific Marvel or DC. It's just basically superhero D&D. That was dumb.
Sounds funner than
it was. So the reason I don't like it is because you have to do so much prep work.
Oh yeah.
You have to do. It's like, okay, well, what do you want your powers to be? There's too many. Can I have a power ring? I can do everything. I basically chose flying and strength. Something like that, and then it's like, okay, well, you go into a dark cave where the supervillain is. What do you do? It's like,
there's a spear of kryptonite that ends you.
I kill the bad guy and save the world. What do you mean? What do I do?
What answer do you want?
Yeah.
So, I go home and watch TV for 4 hours. Come back.
It's like I go home, sit on the couch, fly effortlessly while looking upside down at my TV. What the fuck do you want me to say? So that was, we played that for approximately 20 minutes, and I'm like, no, and then we kind of stopped it there.
I did it for like I want to say a total like 2 months, and you do it for 20 minutes. And you can okay.
It
just wasn't your thing. No,
it's just not my thing. I don't want to do that much prep work. If I'm gonna do that much prep work, I want a game to do it for me.
You want to see a lot of prep work. You got to see the original D&D where they bring out the card sheets, where they have like everything has to be erased. They have like a number 2 pencil sharpened to the finest point with like 100 sharpeners around you, and you're like scribbling down like 2 1 1 3 3 2 11 12, and you're like, I'm 6 foot 10 feet high. What is going on? I'm green with like purple
so
legs. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm done, dude. Like, nah, screw this. I'm a dwarf with an axe. Give me that. That's what I did.
The only game that I that came close for it for me, the game, like video game, where I actually played the first level of
Baldur's Gate.
DC Universe Online or DC Online. The only problem with that game was because one of my favorite superheroes is Green Lantern. Basically, Green Lantern and Batman are up there tied, but Green Lantern was a DLC for DC Online, so you could not be
garbage.
You could not be a Green Lantern core member. So you basically got to do the whole, are you a super rich playboy or an Amazon or Batman or Superman?
Totally an Amazon.
It's like, I would like to be Green Lantern, please. Thank you. So it was dumb, and I just had like flight and strength like I did in the D&D thing because I didn't really get much other choices, and it was just
powering.
It was very bland. I think that was also marketed as a DC Online was first marketed as a free play game. Pretty sure it was.
It's free to play, pay to win.
Well, yeah, but you could tell that it was free to play because the level of design was god awful and the bad guys were dumb. It was just a lot of garbage.
It's like Diablo.
I haven't played Diablo.
Diablo 1 was bad. Diablo 2 was actually good.
I have not played
Diablo 3 was terrible.
Any of the Diablos. None of them.
Diablo 3 was bad because they introduced player to buy things. And that's one of the bigger games that introduced, other than like, I think it was Euphoria, Utopia 4 or something, I think it was called. That game actually got a Guinness Book of World Records for being notified as basically a bank. Like, it went out and got a trademark for bank title, all this licensing for a bank title for a video game.
Nice.
But the fact is that that games now are trading, and Steam does it too. I mean, it happens daily. Counter-Strike, TF2, you can sell items for money. That's the basis of free to play almost nowadays.
Yeah.
If you can get an item, people will farm it. If you can sell it, people will buy it for money.
EVE Online's a lot like that too.
Yeah, it is.
God,
I can't. That was a fun one. That was fun. I spent 14 days mining. No, 13 days mining, one day battle, lost my ship. Done. Yeah, that was pretty much...
No, I played that game. I played the tutorial, and then it said, now go, and do what you want. It's like, I don't know what I want. You didn't tell me what there's available here.
What do you want?
I have a ship. I need insurance for it. I have insurance. You just gave it to me in the tutorial. So what am I supposed to go do? There wasn't any telling me where to go. And I didn't want to commit to a corporation because that's a whole fucking other deal.
I want to be a pirate, failed at it. You can't be a pirate without flags. No, it's obvious. It's obvious.
Not flags.
No flags. No spec. No flags. No spec.
I played not when it first came out. I think it was a month or two. Actually, just a month or so after it was released. Was Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Knights of the Old Republic, or just the Old Republic?
Just the MMO.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that was okay. I thought it was fine, but it was just another MMO that just did the same old MMO kind of bullshit.
Level up, kill 5 with the same enemies, level up again.
Yeah, pretty much.
10 of those enemies. Yeah.
It was the exact same like that, and I played it with Mike, and we were doing that together for a while, so that was fun. But overall, I don't know. When it comes to games, I like sandbox games the most out of any games.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Because especially I'm really looking forward to actually learning how to play Arma. Probably do that Wasteland thing because that game looks like real life, like everything's to scale.
Oh yeah. Dude, Wasteland is so much interesting. Like there's the factors that you can just roll around with a group, or that one guy comes up and he shoots all you, and maybe spares you and it's like, hey, give me your pants, and just leaves, and you're like, okay. But you question, it's the interaction of people, and that's what I look forward to.
I need my pants back, please.
You don't get your pants back.
Sir, I need my pants down.
And that's what
I can't go to places.
That's why I play DayZ a lot too, is because you can just do that. You can go up behind somebody if they don't have a gun, and you can just rob them. Say you don't want to carry 100 different types of beans they have on them. Maybe you just want to make everything a hassle for them. You steal their water and their pants, and you're done. And the people, but no, everybody in DayZ has to oh, I'm friendly, and then you walk 10 feet, you find a gun. Oh, you want this gun? Yeah, sure, I'm friendly. And then you turn around and shoot you in the back, and you're like, oh, I thought you were friendly. Nah, I'm a fan.
Nah.
I got shot, right?
That'll be our group. We'll be called the Nah.
I spawned into a group, right, on DayZ. It was middle of the night. I had my flashlight out. Look, I found this guy, right, and he says to me, he goes, I was like, hey, man, I got no ammo. I got nothing. Don't worry about me. I'm just going to leave. And he's like, no, man, you got to die. I'm like, why do I have to die? And he's just started loading his handgun in front of me. Like, you gotta die. I'm like, what? There's not even a hello. Just gotta straight up kill me, right? I'm like, oh, okay. Whatever, kill me.
All right. Well, we actually are at our time now.
No, we aren't.
Yeah, we are.
It's never time.
It is time.
It's always time.
So, I appreciate everybody watching our podcast here. We will see the reaction for it. See if we can keep cooperating to get the proper times going. Hopefully get better at being a podcast with some more
I would love
information on the actual damn podcast here. But any parting words, Mr. Kerb?
This is your cat host, Kirby and Zeratul, bringing you the news of the Phoenix.
Drop the mic, walk
Drop
out.
mic, exits. And that's it from me.
Have a good evening, y'all, and see you all next time.